Scharf for Hollywood.com. We're at the premiere of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, and I was actually a cheerleader in the film. But today I'm revising my role as a reporter. Let's go to the stars and cars. About your role.
My role? Well, I'm the lucky one that gets behind the wheel and just gets to drive wherever.
I kind of play the guy that is considered the a-hole of the movie, the bastard. And when they approached me with that, I was like, oh, that's fun, you know? I was like, I'm gonna be kicking and screaming and spitting. That's fun. That's basically what I do.
I play the drift Nazi, the mechanic in the film, who at the beginning of the movie, he's very much against anyone that's not Japanese from drifting.
I'm basically this kid that's family's wealthy beyond their means, and dad gives me this Viper. Sean Boswell, Lucas Black starts hitting on my girlfriend. I've kind of got the cutest girl in school per se, and he hits on my girlfriend, and I kind of have little man syndrome and decide to go up to him and say, oh, you want to race?
And how familiar with drifting were you prior to filming?
Well, I wasn't that familiar with it, and then they told me about it, and I was excited to learn how, and I was able to learn how to drift, and man, it's awesome.
I had heard about drifting on the racing channel and stuff like that, but I had never like drifted in my little Honda, you know, like my little automatic. You know, it's not me. But yeah, they taught us, and we trained for a while, and it's amazing. It's actually phenomenal to be in there, to be thrown around like a little, piece of, chicken, really. It was great.
It's definitely the coolest thing you can watch with cars. It's the ultimate car control show. You're going side by side next to another competitor. He's leading, for example, I'm following him, and I want to stay close to him, and they judge you by speed, angle, line. At the same time, you want to be as close as your competitor without interfering with him, without touching him, but be inches apart from him.
I never drifted myself. I'd always thought it was really cool and wanted to partake in it, but didn't have the opportunity until Justin called me up and was like, hey, I'm doing this movie, it's going to be about drifting. I was like, cool.
For me, it's awesome because I was into racing before this, drift racing, all that. So it was cool getting in there and be able to put, some music to what I love to do on the weekend, which is slide my car all over the place.
I had my first few days of learning how to race out at Irwindale Speedway. And this guy took me on a race. He's like, I'm just going to basically show you what I'm going to teach you today. I was scared out of my mind.
I didn't even know what drifting was until a couple of days ago. A buddy of mine named Mike, he did second unit driving on here, but he didn't do the drifting stuff. So he's the one who pretty much kind of told me what drifting is.
I'm actually not. I look like I should be, up to date with it, but I had a Honda Civic, and everyone expected me to lower it and trick it out, but I was like, yeah. I'll just keep it regular.
Has anyone told you you bear resemblance to Paul Walker?
Really? Well, I don't know. He's kind of rough around the edges. I think I'm better looking than he is.
I'll go with it.